came back from Asia, where I went to the Philippines and Japan, and I definitely did some damage in the shopping department, so here's everything that I got. I'm going to start off with what I got in the Philippines first, since I went there first. If you ever visit the Philippines, then I definitely recommend going ukay-ukay shopping, which is basically the Filipino version of thrifting. So the place I went to do ukay-ukay was Millennials, and the first thing I got was this dress. I like it because it kind of reminds me of a nightgown, so I was thinking I could style it in like a Mori-kei or court party-kei inspired outfit. And yeah, I like the lace on the sleeves. I like how it's like a double layer, kind of like a mini poncho. And the tag is absolutely adorable. Like, look at that. The bow, I'm obsessed. Next thing I got were these pair of jorts. I like the fact that it's faded, has a bit of rips on the bottom. And yeah, these are like easily my go-to pieces when I was in the Philippines due to its hot weather. It was easy to just toss this on and just call it a day. Next thing I got was this white tank top. Nothing too exciting, just a regular basic. But I feel like basics are the foundation of anyone's wardrobe, so I definitely need to stock up on one. And I like the lace across the front and the subtle polka dots you can see on the chest, so yeah. Next, I got this pair of denim capris, which is surprising to me because if you told me a few years ago that I'll be out here buying capris, I would have rolled my eyes at you and be like, yeah, okay. But here I am. So I think that just goes to show that it's good to have an open mind when it comes to experimenting with your style. But I think I was drawn to these capris because I like the plaid pattern throughout the pants, a Burberry dupe, if you will. And I also like the teddy bear embroidery that's seen throughout the pants as well, on like different parts of it, like on the leg, the butt, as well as the hemline. Like, look at this. And yeah, I think it's just a good compromise for when I don't want to wear a pair of shorts or a pair of heavy pants. This is like the baby I can wear instead. The last thing I got Millennials was this triangle scarf. It kind of reminds me of a doily, but I got this for the purpose of tying it around my waist and making it into kind of like a makeshift skirt belt situation, just because I've been seeing people do that online and I think it looks cool, so I wanted to try it out for myself. Now, if you don't feel like digging through racks of clothes at the ukay-ukay, then I definitely recommend checking out one of the local vintage pop-ups in the Philippines. The one I went to was called Venus, which I found through a Vogue article, surprisingly, and I had to check it out. And of course, the curation was really good, and I'm excited to show you the pieces that I got from there. The first thing I got was this beautiful yellow tank. I love all the floral detailing, and there's no tag indicating which is the front side or the back side, so I could technically wear it both ways and no one would know anything about it. So I basically get two tops in one. But yeah, I feel like every summer I struggle with finding like cute tanks to wear when it gets hot, so I'm really excited to add this to my collection. Do you remember those blue mesh cherub tops that were popular in like 2017? Well, I feel like this piece is like the cunty older sister. But yeah, I was drawn to it because I used to wear a lot of color when I was younger and I low-key miss it, so I want to incorporate some of that back into my wardrobe. So I was really drawn to the blue here as well as the red, and I like the fact that the woman is like shown through like these cards, and it kind of reminds me of tarot cards, so I thought that was really cool, and I'm really excited to wear this as like an elevated t-shirt. The last thing I got at the Venus pop-up was this Queen raglan long sleeve. I was instantly drawn to the beading, especially on a long sleeve, because I feel like beadings reserved for like more summery pieces like tank tops, dresses, skirts. So it was nice to see it on a long sleeve for one. So I feel like I could wear this with a cute skirt, or I could wear this in the winter time with a jacket and jeans and still have that bling bling. One of my goals for this trip to the Philippines was definitely picking up some traditional wear. I always think it's so cool when people rep their cultures in like the most beautiful garments, so I definitely wanted to do the same. So when I found out they were selling Filipinania at Caturda at the SM Mall of Asia, I had to pick one up. So I got this spaghetti strap dress, and then on top of it, I'm supposed to wear this pañuelo, and oh my gosh, these are just like so beautiful, and I'm like so happy to finally be able to rep my culture. Like, I have no idea where or when I'm gonna wear these, probably at formal events, but I just know when the day comes, like, I'm ready to pull this out and wear it. So if you have any formal events coming up, invite me, please. I'm a firm believer that if you're not happy with how the way your clothes look on you, then you definitely should get them tailored. Like, I will always advocate going to a tailor instead of just throwing the clothes away and trying to find something new. Like, no, like, you can still be wear it. Just find a good tailor and they'll do the magic for you. So unfortunately, tailoring is kind of expensive here in the United States. So I made sure to bring some pieces I wanted to get tailored to the Philippines so I can get them tailored at a cheaper price. So the first thing I got tailored was this dress. This beautiful Goni sack dress. I love to wear it, but unfortunately she's a little too long for me, so I had to ask the guy to hem it a bit so I could wear it without the lace dragging onto the floor. Even when I wear platforms with the previous length, it was still too long, so I'm glad now that I can still wear something flat and it still won't be able to touch the ground. The second thing I got tailored were these bondage pants. For the longest time, the zipper was broken. I was devastated as I obviously can't walk around with my crotch out no matter how much I like these pants. So I was really happy when the guy was able to repair these. And yeah, now I'm really happy to wear these again as these are one of my favorite pants. I also got some blind blocks as well as in the Philippines. I got this one from the Azurda Fantasy Collection. So pretty. And then I got this one. It's a H&M x Miffy collab. So cute. And then I just got a standard Animal Sunny Angel. But it's special because it's a Filipino Sunny Angel. Now for the Japan portion. The first thing I ever got in Japan was this Hysteric Glimmer top I got from Ragtag, which is basically a consignment store there. I like the pattern, I love the strawberries, very Nana-esque. And even my friend was like, oh yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the pattern before, and she tried to look it up, and yeah, she didn't find that much strawberries in Hysteric Glamour, so I really like this. Second clothing piece I bought from Japan was this handmade dress from Komu, a store that sells vintage and handmade clothing. I specifically went for the handmade clothes and I was not disappointed. If you watched my vlog, you would have seen that I visited the store, tried on the dress, and instantly fell in love. I just knew once I put her on me, I just had to buy her. And like, words just can't describe how beautiful this dress is. Like, I just love the lace collar, I love the bow in the middle. On the back, there's this little angel patch, so cute. And then the skirt is completely sheer, so I do have to wear something underneath it, which I'm completely fine with. Like, I love layering. I would never be opposed to layering. Like, I think layering is the key element to having a cool outfit, IMO. But yeah, I just feel like some sort of like angel did something from the heavens when I wear this. Like, I just feel so cool and I feel so pretty, and I'm just really excited to wear this. Unfortunately, I don't have the name of the store that I went to where I got these next two pieces from because my friend and I just stumbled across it when we were exploring. But the first thing I got from that store was this sweater. I like the stripes, I like the colors, and I like the fact that it looks like it's layered, but it's actually just attached. And yeah, I feel like when winter comes around, I'm always like lacking in the sweater department, so I'm glad to have this one in my rotation. And then the second thing I got from that store, the unnamed store, is this knit cardigan. I like the color, I like the lace, and I like the fur on the trim. And yeah, just like a layering piece for when I want an extra layer. When I was in Japan, a brand that I followed on Instagram called Ginty Shimonyu was having a pop-up, so I always had to go and pick up one of their pieces I've been eyeing for a very long time. It's this gauze straight jacket top. And yeah, it reminds me a lot of what Shin or Nobu from Nana would wear, you know, very punk-esque. But honestly, I think I want to style it in a more girly way. I think that will complement my style more. And yeah, I just like the idea of contrasting like a very alternative item with something more girly. So yeah, I'm really excited to incorporate this into my style and add some texture. Next thing I got was this pair of black white leg trousers from the brand Not Conventional. And when I say white leg, I mean white leg, like girl, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's pleated, and I picked this up because I wanted more professional clothes in my wardrobe for when I go to work. Like, with this, I'll still be able to slay at work, which I'm very excited about. This shirt low-key makes me giggle every time I look at it. It's this green long-sleeve shirt that says, "Naughty, catch me," with like a little cat graphic on it, which I thought was so cute and funny. So yeah, I got this from a random flea market in Tokyo. I wish I knew the name, but my friend literally just picked one at random, so let's go. So I go and I met up with this wonderful designed shirt. I've been following this designer called Guni Funi for a couple years now, so when I was in Tokyo, I always had to make a stop at her shop. She's known for making these really cute plushy bags, so obviously I had to ask her for one. She didn't have any pre-made in the store, so I just picked a random one she had made previously on Instagram, and she recreated it like to a T. Like, it's insanely accurate, and like it's just so cute. I love all the rainbow lace and the little plushies and the heart. I do wish the strap was longer though. It's kind of short on me, but I'll make it work. And yeah, it was like a really cool experience getting this like commissioned one day and then coming back to get the final product. it was just a really cool experience, and I highly recommend it. If I'm ever back in Tokyo again, I definitely want to stop by at her shop and maybe get a black bag commissioned as well. Speaking of bags, I also got this one from Book Off. It has like this kind of like shoe diva print on it, which I like, and I just love the colors too. Like, this is how I'm trying to be in my adulthood, you know? And I also like the rope handles. I feel like it's a good way for me to showcase all the keychains and just stack them on everywhere. And yeah, I like the size too. It's like just nice having like a big bag. And I'm thinking about using this like for my work bag. But yeah, I'm just really happy with it. It rained a little bit in my time in Tokyo, so I decided to pick up an umbrella, and I got this one from WPC. And it's just this one that has like a melon soda print on it, and there are different colors, but I chose the pink one. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I got to use it during my trip, so it was very useful, and this has easily become my go-to umbrella just because of the design. I also picked up some magazines while I was in Tokyo. The first one I got was GRMO magazine, which is basically like a street style magazine documenting everyday style in Tokyo. Not only do they include locals, but they also showcase some foreigners in there, which I think is pretty neat. And yeah, it basically reminds me of like a modern day Fruits. I like the variety of styles it showcases, and I think it's a very good tool of inspiration. I've been following the magazine's Instagram for a while, but I actually stumbled upon these in a vintage store called Bed Harajuku, and I actually ended up picking up all the volumes they had available. So in here I have volumes 2 to 5, and yeah, I just want to collect these and keep them for my own little magazine collection. A thing that my friend and I did together was visit the Tokyo Art Book Fair. It's basically a book fair of magazines and small artists promoting the work. And not only is it just Japanese artists, but it's also international artists. Like, I met a booth that had people from South Korea and Vietnam, which I thought was pretty cool. One of the things I got was this Obscene magazine. Its theme is Gothic Lolita fashion, which I'm very much into. And I really enjoy the content of it. It has photography by freaking Petra Collins, who I've been a fan of since her Rookie Mac days, and also has some brand shoutouts like Rurumu, Marble, Putumayo, Metamorphose, just brands that I've always been a fan of. So it's really cool to see it all compiled in this one volume. And like the photography is just so nice, and there's like one demographic this is gearing towards, is me. Like, I'm the demographic. Like, this is so up my alley. And yeah, I'm really glad I picked this up. The other magazine I picked up was Cult Magazine. I basically just like the photography in it, and it's also English friendly, which I appreciate. And yeah, if you saw my Japan vlog, then you would know that I visit Aya Takano's talk show, and I basically picked up this book where, yes, she did drew me, and oh my gosh, this is just like a fun memory that I can't believe I hold. And it's just nice to like look at her art combined in one book and just have it in my access easily. The one pair of shoes I picked up in Tokyo was of course Onitsuka Tigers. I went to the Ginza location so I could get the free embroidery, and ooh, look at it! It's just my initials and the star separating them. But yeah, unfortunately, it's true. You can't wear platforms for the rest of your life, given how much I stand and drive. So I really need to invest in some good quality sneakers that I could just stand around in and not have my feet be killing me as I go from place to place. But honestly, I'm not even sure about the quality of Onitsuka Tigers, because tell me why that I barely wore these and then I already am missing an aglet. Like, girl, what? Like I like the shoes regardless, but like, why is it that I already had to replace the shoelaces because one of the aglets fell off already? Like, I'm not rough with my shoes. I'm like, girl, what the hell? But you know, I still like these, of course, and I really do needed a black sneaker in my collection, so yeah. I also went to the Paradise Kiss pop-up where I got this fragment poster of Yucardi. And then I got this acrylic stand of the Paradise Kiss crew. They also gave me these free prints of Miwako and Arashi, so that's nice. I also got some Otome merch. So I got this stand of Sazuka from Otomate. I went to Stillaworth where I got another stand of Alice from Tashio X Alice. Love that guy. And then I also went to K Books to get some secondhand merch. So let me see what I got. I got Brioshana Benkei. And then I got Tenguku Struggle Kikunosuke. And then I got Radiant Hill Pisalia. And then I got Olympia Sorde Tokisada in this Pexel art. And then I have Oh, my king, Cupid Parasite Ryuki. And then I also went to the Genosia 5th anniversary pop-up where I bought these acrylic stands. They feature 7 members, which I thought was pretty generous for just one box. I wish they did the whole cast, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Alright, I'm gonna speed round through the keychains I got because honestly, I just want to finish filming. So, I got, well, this is not even a keychain, it's a hair clip, but I got a Tamagotchi hair clip from some Gachapon. I got Miffy. I have Usahana. I have another Miffy from Kawagoe. Got a Miffy bread, also from Kawagoe. I got this purple Monchichi. Got this Magical Girl Ask Kuromi. Got My Melody Mofusan. Got my queen Ponyo. I got this embroidery Snoopy from the Snoopy Museum. I have this Hello Kitty keychain from the Hello Kitty exhibit. I have Shugachara Amu Gachapon. And then I also have Utao with Kuromi from Shugachara, also from a Gachapon. I have this Goto Kuji keychain with all the cats. And then I have this Just My Melody keychain that I got from Sanrio. And then I got a Sylvan Family, my first one from Book Off. And then I got this Bread Shiba. I don't even remember when. I got this duck. I'm sure it's a character, but I just can't think of the name right now. From some Gachapon from Shibuya 109. And then Sanrio gave you these freebies if you bought over a certain amount. So I got this pink one. And then I got this heart one. Whew. And that's the end of my Asia haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!